Hey, it's Todd. Oh, let's do our deep breathing. Some people say it's helping. Guess who's here in the room with me as I do this? Sensitive.
Hi.
Say it louder.
Sensitive.
Say it louder.
Hi, it's Sensitive.
That's right. He's still part of the show. He might not be there every week, but he's part of the fiber of the Todd Glass Show. You know why he's hanging out with me today? Because he's working on the best of episode. It's a lot. There's a lot of best of. See, I still make him laugh. I still got it. Laugh louder. Ugh. Anyway, so today in the show, he's looking at porn as I talk to him. I see it in the reflection of the window. I swear to God, folks, I'm not editing this out. I'm talking to him, and he's got the computer opened, but he doesn't know that there's a reflection in the window. So, and people told me, Chris Burden told me, he goes, you'll be talking to Sensitive, Andrew, and he'll start looking at porn as you're talking to him. That is great. Anyway. All right, this is too long of an opening, but I'm leaving it. So the only thing I wanted to preface, there's a point in the show where I say we're going to drop a special episode on Monday, and I don't think we're going to. I think we'll just put it before next week's episode, which Doug Benson is our guest. So next week, before Doug gets there, me and Daniel might do like a 30-minute pre-show and just talk about some emails and stuff like that. So anyway, no show Monday. But I had fun with Henry Phillips and looking forward to Doug Benson majorly. So it's all good. All right, enjoy the show. And everything's good, everybody. There's a lot of good people out there. I don't know why I give these pep talks, but you know what? They're good. You need them. Especially you. You know who I'm talking to, right? You. I know what you're thinking. Well, you means everybody with headphones on. No. You. Come on. That's why we're friends. Because I know you can get stressed out sometimes. And you feel like this is too much in my brain. Let it go. I know you think, well, how can I just let it go? If it was that easy, I'd let it go. I don't know. Just let it go. I'm demanding you let it go. How about that? You have no... I demand, by the powers invested in Todd Glass, I demand that you let all the bullshit go. You have my permission. Fuck it. Enjoy the show. Should we talk about Amazon?
Yeah, let's talk about Amazon.
I don't like... You know what? People, we said it once.
We can go buy some stuff on Amazon for the show.
No, I know. I get that's the concept of it. I just think it's so...
But it's so easy. I mean, if we just go to this episode's page and click on the Amazon banner.
Katie, he doesn't want to do it. Just
Katie, you got... I know you think you're doing a bit, but it's just so classless. People, we say it once. I don't want to be like those other shows. It's just like, fucking do your show. Don't start barking. If you go buy flowers, we get a quarter.
Well, we don't get... No, not off the flowers, but Amazon.
No, I know. I get it.
We get a good amount. It helps support the show.
People know it. Let's just start the show.
A very funny guy, Todd Glass.
Hello. If I buy... Please do not talk through the opening theme. If I buy stuff on Amazon, do you get money from it?
Zach. Listen, man, I really want to come on the podcast. I've got stuff to promote.
Oh, tough shit, Zach.
Comedy Central presents Todd Glass.
Yeah, Comedy Central presents me.
Todd Glass. Brian Regan. If you don't want me to do the podcast, just, I don't know, let me know that. Do you want me to beg?
Todd, it's Aaron. I'm the guy who can't come on the Todd Glass show. What do I fucking need to do?
Pause it. Yeah. People, what are you doing? I get a sense there's people home. They're not enjoying the opening theme. This is part of the show. Now you got to stop what you're doing. You can't just be running around. Oh, my God.
His very funny podcast, The Todd Glass Show, can be found at Nerdist.com. Please welcome Todd Glass. From the beautiful Cienega Strip,
This is the real deal.
high atop.
Not like those other shit shows. Please.
It's the Todd Glass Show.
It's all good. It is all good. Is Mike Wallace doing it?
The cigarette is Parliament.
All righty. Hello, everybody. As always, I'm going to go nice and slow today. Our guest is Henry Phillips. You know, Rory Scovel just stopped by with Jordan, but we'll talk to them in a second. And listen. Make sure I don't hear any sounds. Hello. We're going to go so slow. This is going to be such a fun show because the better the show, the slower I go up front. Henry, we're going to get to you in a second. I know you were on a long trip. You went to Italy or somewhere.
Yeah.
I know it was in Italy. And then Daniel's here today, and then Chris Burden. I was in Atlanta. Let me tell you something. That was so much fun. That was a lot of fun. I hung out with basically all the local comics there are great. It's just a great energy there. I really do like it. I know I say that in other cities too, and it is true in other cities, but if I had to, I'm not going to pick a favorite. I think you know what I'm talking about. And then, so it was fun, and Chris flew out there because his dad works for Delta, so he flew out there for free, and you and your friend Preston and all the comics, we hung out almost every single night. Just having a great time. And we went to the late night show at 1 o'clock in the morning at the, what's it called, Roy? The Relapse. You can use your mic there, Roy?
Relapse.
Oh, not that close.
Relapse Theater. Oh, sorry. Relapse Theater.
And I told everyone that Rory passed away because I know they love him there so much. And I just thought, maybe if they think he passed away, they'll be like, well, Todd's fun too.
They have no soul.
So, they're that quick to change. So that was just a lot of fun there. I want to make sure I get that. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. And there's that. Hold on. We got a lot of Post-its. And then I met these people. Max, a friend of his, and then his mom came to the show. They came to the show on Saturday, and then they came to the Relapse show afterwards. And then they showed back up to the Laughing Skull on Sunday. And they drove 6 hours. They got a hotel. That stuff, you know what I mean? That's you're like, that means a lot. I know that sounds a little, I shouldn't say it sounds cheesy, but I'm genuine when I say it. I was going to say it touches you. It makes you feel like, that's really cool. So I'm sure you get to the point in your career. I know Rory, people drive to see Rory. What's the longest someone's drove to see you, Rory?
10, maybe 12 minutes.
Oh.
I'm not very big.
You're fun. Don't worry about it. Anyway, meanwhile, I demand you say that before we go on the air. So I'll look bigger. And then, so Max and his friend and his mom was with him. She looked like she might have. No, I said the nicest thing when she was there. Now I was going to make a cheap joke. The three of them were. You know what? They give me faith in humanity. There was just something great. And then there was also three people sitting in the first row. You know who you are. You listen to the podcast. I didn't know your name. I talked to you quickly after the show. The three people, they were in the first row. You were younger. I like when younger people come out to see me. Old people, they're going to die. I don't need them. I need people that in 10 years are still going to be young. People come, they look at me, they go, he's calling us old. He's older than us. I know you're 30. And guess what? In 20 years, you're not going to be doing me any good. I need people now that are 15, 16, 17, 18. In 20 years, they're still young. All right, there's no truth to that. Okay, I'm going to rip. Okay. Why do I have to say that? That's so pathetic. By the way, the wall behind us, we still need, somebody helped us out with the wall. What was his name?
Jeremy Alva.
Jeremy Alva was great, but he fell ill, and he will not be. No, that no is something I want to get rid of. No, it's like people fuck. He fell ill. Just leave it lay. Don't have to go. No, seriously, I'm like that overzealous waiter. You know that waiter that we had once. Me and Daniel went to a restaurant. The waiter, nice guy. I'll give him credit. At least he was friendly and he was nice, but he didn't really give us a chance to get the jokes. Even if they weren't great jokes, I didn't care. He was attempting to be nice, and for that, but he would do this. He would come right back. So I'll have to get up to do this, but he would be like, ask Daniel, can we get this to go?
Can we get this to go?
No, if you don't need it here, you have to throw it out. I'm just kidding around. I'll get it to go. All right, no problem. Ask me what time we're open till.
Hey, what time do you guys close?
Oh, we closed 20 minutes ago. You've got to leave. I'm just kidding around. In the summer, we're open a little later. And then he was
drift off with conversation. And this summer we're open a little later, but tonight we're open till 10, so you're fine. You guys just sit, relax, everything's good. Yeah. Well, when we opened this place, we didn't think we'd have a restaurant, but no, you're good. I was just kidding. If you wanted to go, I remember you guys from... Run back to the sheet. All right. So we need someone from the wall. We need that.
So you're asking for another artist to maybe
yes, thank you.
Volunteer.
See what happens when we don't smoke pot up front? I got lost, and then you reminded me.
Yeah.
And then they can email us at todd@nerdist.com.
And then if you have any ideas, I'm sure there's pictures of what we have up there already on the internet.
Facebook.
So if you have any ideas, email us.
Yeah, we'll pick someone to come in out of their email, and then they'll come in and they'll be able to look at it here. I think that'll be the best way.
And if you're sitting there and you think, I don't want to really spend the time doing it, just remember the guy who painted the walls at Facebook?
What happened to him?
Instead of getting paid with a check, he just took a stock option.
Is that true?
Yeah, and now he's a multi-millionaire.
All I can say
$200
is
million he got.
All I can say is Chris Hardwick, everybody. Don't you wish you painted his walls? If you know what I'm talking about. Hello, girls! I saw that bowling show.
All-Star Bowling.
God, that looks great.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Whoever shot it and directed it, everything that Chris Hardwick turns to gold.
Yeah, that's on the YouTube channel. You can go to youtube.com/Nerdist to see all of those shows.
Oh, Katie, please. She's a fucking promotion machine. Henry, I've done podcasts. I've done radio. I know it gets a little bit much over there because you're going to wait, but when we get to you...
I'm fine.
You look great.
Oh,
what do you
thanks,
do? You
man.
get like facials and stuff? That'll shut him up for half an hour.
Well, thanks.
Anyway, just a compliment, Okay, so Daniel, you brought up something, and this is maybe you know what? Hold on. What did I write? That is just maddening. Oh, yeah. Someone sent me another thing that I actually want to stop saying this, too. It's one of those things, listen with opening ears. It's such an insecure thing to say. When guys are just, sometimes I've done this over the years, we all have, when you're just having one of those conversations, maybe you're being like, oh, that shirt looks cool. Where'd you get it? Where you're talking just honestly from your heart, like any human being should do that's secure with himself, and you go, oh, what are we, a bunch of women? Yeah, you know what? You can cut that out, too. That's like just as bad. Hey, what do we express ourselves in an intelligent way? So anyway, now that doesn't seem like a big deal, and I didn't get an email, but I just thought when that person said, they just said, here's another one to chalk up under, using someone's being as an adjective. Anyway, there we go. We got that. Everything's good. Why do I start sweating? Because I have all these Post-its. Hey, by the way, Howard Dean. These are just the reason I'm going through these quickly because I know it won't turn into a 20-minute conversation. Remember, you were saying something about Howard Dean. They replayed that thing over and over and over again. And you go, I don't want to believe in conspiracy theories, but but in all fairness, that probably wasn't because I thought about something. Didn't even Jon Stewart play that over and over again?
Yeah, everybody.
So Jon Stewart certainly didn't want to put him out of right. So I think it was just some people did it by accident.
Yeah, I don't know.
Anyway.
I wonder if Jon Stewart was making fun of the fact that the media was playing it.
I don't think so, and I fucking love Jon Stewart. Okay, one other thing we're going to wrap up. Is another thing when we got off the show, Daniel brought clarity to this. When you were saying there's something about the movie with Hold Out for Sex, Steve Harvey's movie. I know there's...
Think Like a Man.
Well, he's saying to women, don't give sex up right away. Now, obviously, my point was if you're a woman and you don't want to have sex right away, then obviously my point isn't to say, no, you should. You should do what you want to do. It's not dirty. To be dishonest is dirty. To be not true, to be unsafe. But if you're a woman and you like to have sex, don't not do it. Because it's made. Here's why I realized, and I didn't have clarity last time. Daniel, you I don't know if you remember saying this.
I remember what I said.
He said, I couldn't get, and somebody said to me once, don't worry about having your thoughts all the way through all the time, even though I like to. And on this last week, I didn't think I was bringing clarity to it, but someone said, you know what, that's the path to clarity. And this, I was glad because I do have clarity of it now. When you say hold out on sex, if you want to give sex, it makes it look like you don't have any...
that if you want to catch a man, if you want to get a man, and you want him to be loyal and good, the proper way to do it is to hold out on sex as long as you can.
And that makes it look like, so that's what we said last week, but the clarity when me and Daniel were talking about it off the podcast makes it look like all you have to offer is sex. So, if you give the sex up, what else do they fucking need you for? You know, and I know the answer is obvious to all of us in the room. What about the fact that if he wants to be with you in the morning and have breakfast with you and have dinner with you and wake up with you, that even once he has sex, there are so many other qualities that he doesn't have to have unless he wants to spend the rest of the life with you. So there.
Aren't
That's
you
why
better off finding out that all he was after was just sex right away and then wasting all this time?
I don't even know if that's the angle. It's not dirty to have sex. It's like if two people want to have it and you don't.
Or more. We're not judging.
Well, that's two people. All right, so there's that. Henry, I know you like to. What if all I went to with was like the worst thing? I know you like to fuck a lot of girls on the road, so there's that.
Well, I mean, I don't know that that's necessarily.
Well, you know what I'm talking about. We'll give you a chance in a second.
Oh.
Okay. I think we did that. Okay, that's done. We had fun in Atlanta. Oh, I'm almost done these Post-its. And Max and his friends and his mom gave me Post-its and a magic marker. And I'm using them right now if you want to get a picture of that. The governor of Montana was on Letterman. Do you know who that is?
Hold on. He's like a bigger guy.
He seemed like I was watching.
Bill,
whatever it is, YouTube him, and I think you'll want to watch some clips. He seemed like a good guy. And Al Sharpton. Now, this is one of those things you might be like, no shit. For some reason, and I'm throwing this out there to educate myself. I'm not teaching now. I'm saying what I think, and then you guys can make me privy to what you know. I always thought Al Sharpton was more of an opportunist. And maybe you're going to tell me, he does a little bit of both. But that's all I thought he was. But I saw him on Letterman, and I thought he was very smart.
Dude, he's a cool guy. You know that he's the reason we have Martin Luther King Day as a national holiday. It was him and James Brown, of all people. Maybe Al Sharpton used to be influential, and he made a difference. But, you know, he kind of has been around for so long.
Well, he's great still.
He's great. He gives that perception.
Well, he said some great things. He said, if it's not right for everybody, then it's not right for anybody.
Oh,
if it's not right for everybody, then it's not right for anybody. And I also like this positiveness of saying, look, no one wants to march forward more than me. Obviously, we need to take, civil rights, everybody's rights need to go further. He goes, but at the same time, a good thing to do is appreciate where we've gone. It doesn't mean we don't want to march further, but take that second to go, we're making progress. And I like that his positive attitude. And if it's not right for everybody, it's not right for anybody. By the way, that's how clear it is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you get into these debates back and forth, which we'll talk about this Monday, I'm dropping one of my special shows. And watching that Al Sharpton interview sort of made me have clarity on you can argue back and forth with certain people. That's how simple it is. If it's not right for everybody, then it's not right for anybody. There. That's it.
Yeah.
There. I crinkle that piece of paper up because there's nothing else to talk about.
Truth is very simple always.
Oh, right. You don't have to be rude. I'm the guy who doesn't listen. Oh, right. You don't have to be rude. And then Andrew is making a best of show. So I think it's going to be really good. We don't forget about Sensitive on the show. He is part of the fiber of this show. So's the listening audience. I hope you're all doing all right. And we are about to go to introduce. Well, we know who our guest is. Oh my God, are you? What's going on? Where did? I think Rory went to the bathroom. Is he playing in the toilet? Oh my God! Now people listen to the show. They all think they should play in the toilet. Do you see what's... Wait a second. Do you still have the microphone? You still have the microphone in there from last week?
Yeah.
I think Rory's in there playing in the toilet. I think he listens to the show. Wonder what he's talking...
Splashing.
Oh, this is ridiculous.
Splashing on my face and in my mouth. I'm thirsty. I'm so thirsty.
Guys.
Poop. Oh, there's some poop in here.
Hold on. Oh,
goodness.
Oh, boy. This is
like
disgusting.
it.
I got to go. Hold on. Turn his mic off.
He's having a private.
I'm going to... Henry, do you
It's
mind?
probably not cool that
I'm just saying we're eavesdropping on him.
It's probably not cool that we have a microphone in the bathroom. Just,
Well, Henry, do you mind going in there?
Yeah.
And just for a second, we won't turn the mic on, I promise.
No problem.
And just see what he's doing. I hope you don't start. Ugh. Go ahead, turn the mic on in there. See what and go in there, Henry.
Rory?
Pee on my face.
Hey, Rory.
I'm peeing. Oh, hey. Hey, Henry. Hey, how's it going?
Oh, that looks cool. What are you doing?
I think the toilet's broken. I'm just trying to fix it.
Oh, let me help you. It sounds...
All right, well, be careful.
I got you. I got some water.
I didn't know other people did this kind of stuff.
Oh, my God. They're both playing in the fucking toilet.
I'm splashing you now.
Oh, no. Ouch. Don't get the poo-poo.
Oh, hey, did you notice the poo-poo?
Not in my mouth.
Shut the mics off. Shut the mics off in there. Oh my God!
It's fucking disgusting.
They're gonna walk in here now, and you know what I should do? I should fucking tell them I got the mic on in there.
Well,
Henry, I sent him in there to help me, and he's in there splashing poo-poo around. This is an immature show. This really upsets me. I am in such a good mood right now. And by the way, you know you're allowed, Jordan. You don't have to hold your laughing. I hope you know that. That is what we all thrive on. So listen.
Can I tell a quick story? I went to...
Did I welcome the listeners?
Yes.
Do you know no other podcast cares about the listeners?
That's true, actually. I read that.
Why wouldn't you take the time to go, hello, we're going to take a trip right now. We're with each other. Go ahead. Say hi to them.
Hi. Yeah. Hi, hello.
Okay.
They've heard me talking already.
All right.
So I went to a Springsteen concert this weekend.
Oh, that's right. Which
was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And I figured something out. I cannot believe it took me this long to figure it out. But you know, when you're on the floor, right, and you're in the middle, there's only so much, so much you can get to the stage if you get there late enough. And people get pretty territorial. Like, people won't let you through. And then it hit me on the first night, and then I tried it the second night. It totally works. Everybody gets out of your way if you have 2 drinks in your hands. Right? So I just bought 2 beers because I noticed it Thursday. Anytime anybody comes, excuse me, everybody's so nice. And me and my friend, we got 2 beers, and we stood like a little apart from each other. And we got pretty far. Like, pretty far to the stage before there was no more place to go. Yeah, but it was great.
Hot works, too. Hot stuff coming through. Or,
not during the concert.
Oh, no. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, I thought it was they were entering in. What if you were a girl and you were gorgeous and you just said, hot stuff coming through? That wouldn't be nice, right? All right. You had fun at Bruce Springsteen?
But isn't that a cool idea?
Yeah.
Yes, Springsteen was great, as usual. Recharges me. Like, I get people going to church. You know what I mean? Like, what I mean by that is the emotional connection they feel with something bigger, and they get to watch it happen, and they get to, kind of give themselves up to it, for the lack of a better term.
That's why atheist or agnostic people need to have music when they're talking their side. You need to, have the music, and you jump up and down.
I go to the Church of Springsteen. The only difference is I can see my God.
Hold on. With a comment like that, I think you need something special. So say that again.
The only difference is I can see my God.
Daniel Kino.
There you go.
On the Todd Glass Show.
All right, Henry, we got one for you. Don't be jealous. Do you have a pithy comment you'd like to say? And then we roll this in. It could be fake pithy.
Fake pithy.
No, I'm saying pithy. You know why I'm saying pithy?
Yeah. No, it has a lot of substance.
Oh, really?
It's packed with a lot of richness.
That's why you think I'm saying pithy?
Pissy.
I'm saying pissy. You were playing in the toilet. We had the mics on.
Oh, yeah. No. Wait. Oh, wait. You guys had mics on us?
Wait, I like the way you try to go.
I went in there to get Rory.
No, we heard you. You're like, I'm getting you wet.
Wait, you guys, you can't have a mic on me when I...
Wait, I know we're not supposed to, but your breath smells like... this is getting... I don't like this. I don't like this bit anymore. And that's the great thing about not liking a bit on this show.
With the bailouts.
All right, fade it out. I feel like this show's turning into like a morning show, but it's not. Shut the fuck up. Hold your emails.
I was going to say a pithy comment.
Oh, go ahead.
And it's kind of relevant. But
okay,
wait, did
ahead.
we already do the thing?
No, you have your turn.
Oh, okay. I'd rather pee in somebody's sink than sink in somebody's pee.
Henry Phillips.
I think Oscar Wilde said
I got to cut you off. Okay, now the show is starting. That's what it takes. So we, by the way, we did you an opening, but I wanna do this really quick. Rory came over the house. We'll do that later. Remind me to do what you were doing at the house that had me literally laying on the floor, convulsing. Henry, I want to welcome you here.
Thank you.
I know you went on a trip. Where were you at all this time?
I did a tour of the UK, 7 weeks.
And was that
38 cities? It was amazing. Yeah.
Really? So you did 38 cities in how many days?
About 45 days.
And was it how much? Was it more fun or more stressful?
You know, to me, it was super fun. There really wasn't. I mean, I was the opening act, so it's like literally I show up. My only job every night was to do about a half hour of, having stuff thrown at me, and then I was done.
Was there any show like that where it was just real bad?
There was one show.
Who were you
that was
with, by
pretty
the way?
bad. Doug Stanhope. I was opening for him the whole time, and he was fantastic. And I think my whole part of the thing is summed up in the fact that there was a review that said I did really well, and don't miss Henry Fielding and his wonderful comedy stylings. So yeah, they misspelled my name to Fielding instead of Phillips. But I thought, wow, that's a great way to sum up the whole
Or
thing.
refer to what you do as comedy stylings.
They liked me, but they forgot about me. Yeah.
We have the one of the people that came to see your show on the phone with us right now.
Oh.
You mind if we take a call?
Okay, yeah.
Caller, go ahead. You saw Henry Phillips? Go ahead, caller.
Yeah, hi. Am I on the thing?
Yes, you are. Go ahead. You saw Henry Phillips. What do you got to say?
I was in England, and my husband and I drove to the coast, and then we had to get a boat to go to England to see Henry and
It's a long way.
and see Doug. And I thought Henry did a great job
okay?
as an opener. I didn't like some of his rape material.
Oh, I know what you're talking.
His what material?
Rape. He did a lot of animal rape jokes.
Well, now which show were you at?
Wait,
We went to all of them.
Wait, you do. I was going to defend you across the board. So it ends up on one night you did some animal rape
Well,
jokes?
I mean, sometimes I did animal rape, and then I don't know. I mean,
He did animal rape jokes throughout the entire show.
Can you do me a favor?
Single show.
in the first show, there was a girl in the front who I said I want to rape you like an animal, but that's not really an animal rape.
I don't know if
joke.
We don't do that type of stuff on this show.
Animal rape?
Henry Phillips.
No, fade it out. Thank you, caller. Do me a favor, caller. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Clear your throat. Now talk. Yeah. All right, never mind. Oy, oy, oy. Oh, stop, please.
Yeah, animal rape was a big part of my act, and I think that I was just trying to look at it as an opportunity to do things that are different, than from what I do here. And
So, back to the serious part.
Sure.
That was I don't even know how these. This is our first day taking calls.
Oh, okay.
So it's very exciting. And oh my God, and Rory left with Jordan. Oh well.
Yeah, they had to go. They had dinner reservations.
Oh, geez, excuse me. I guess life's good for somebody, eating dinner. So we made you an opening. We make everybody an opening. Last time you were here, I don't think we had it. Did we make an opening for you?
I don't think so, but it's been a while. It's been about 5 months.
It's been about 5 months. So that's it. Now we're ready to go. And Dan, you got some clips?
Got a few clips.
And we have Leno. That's the only thing we didn't put up on the board. You had some. No, I haven't. You do? Jesus. All right, we're all good. I feel like I hear that woman in my earphones. Is she still there? Or did we cut her mic off?
I'm here. I'm still here. I had some more questions.
Yeah, I don't know. We're going to have to say later, caller. But thanks for calling in.
Can I ask you a question?
Is there a way to cut her off?
Yeah, Katie. Are you shitting me?
She's
This
been
is the
listening
part.
the whole
Hold on.
time.
I mean, I'm figuring it out. It's the first day with the call.
I know, but this is embarrassing. Our listeners. Do you know what the main thing the listeners say? First of all, they think you're adorable, and they think you're nice, and they think you're guys. But they go, "How come she can't figure out that?" I still hear that person in the background. She's like she's clearing her throat or something.
I'm working on it. I'll get it.
Is there a hang
I don't
up?
know what she's doing.
Oh, there we go.
There we go. So, Henry, we want to welcome you to the show.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
I want to welcome the listeners.
It's good to be here. Yeah.
I might lose them. I'm so afraid.
That's all right.
Well, he's welcoming us. We'll stick around a little longer. Go ahead. This is your little opening.
Henry Phillips, Henry Phillips, Henry Phillips, Henry Phillips, Henry Phillips on the Todd Glass Show. Oh, Henry Phillips, Henry Phillips, Henry Phillips, Henry Phillips, Henry Phillips on the Todd Glass Show. Henry Phillips. Henry Phillips. Henry Phillips. Henry. Henry Phillips, Henry Phillips.
Pause that intro. What do I hear?
Is she still there?
I mean, she's not even talking anymore.
I heard a dial tone. I thought.
All right, play this jingle. You can. Keep playing
It's kind of ruining my theme song.
Thank you.
Yeah. It's like
Katie, there's nothing you could do to stop that.
It's making my happy.
No, I hung up, but she's still there. I
It's
don't get
making
it.
my song sound kind of mellow or like weird, oddly dark.
I had more questions.
Yeah,
Ma'am, I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to ask. I'm
Help
I'm
me
a little
here.
worried. Are you okay? Is everything all right?
So is that Henry Phillips?
Yeah.
No, that's
No, it's
Daniel
Daniel
Keenan.
Keenan.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, you went to the Springsteen concert. Oh, what was that like?
Are you okay, ma'am?
Wait,
Your voice sounds a little.
These questions are just so sophomoric. Like we gotta. It's like hey, you went to the. It's like you're not two 12-year-olds on the phone. We have a show to
I
do.
had questions. I started out with some easy ones.
Well,
Can you just skip to the bottom of the list? What's
hold on.
the hardest question?
I got to
you have
interrupt
there?
you.
My last question is.
Is it? Hold on. Is it for Henry at least? Because he's our guest.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can we finish the jingle and you promise you won't interrupt, and then we'll let you ask your question?
And it'll be a serious question.
A serious question.
Okay.
Are you okay?
Yes, I'm fine. I'm fine.
I play the rest of the jingle. This is
I just
killing
want to
me.
hear the end of it, see how it ends.
Yeah, go ahead. That's okay.
Oh, we got to start from the top.
It was at the end. Can I ask?
Oh, just please. Yes, go ahead. Go.
What's your favorite television show that you like?
That's your most serious question,
Just
ma'am?
let him answer it. This is
It's
so.
for me.
Yes. What's your favorite
I'm
show?
asking for my son. He's in the hospital.
That's pretty serious.
I guess I'd
That's
say,
why that's a serious.
He's Henry Phillips' biggest fan. He said, Mom, what's Henry Phillips' favorite TV show? And I said, I'll call for the next 2 hours until I get through.
What's your favorite TV show?
Well, I mean, you guys might not even remember. Quantum Leap was always my favorite.
Okay. It's Quantum Leap, Jason.
Oh my
Jason,
God.
it's Quantum Leap.
I think he put the phone down and he doesn't know we hear him still.
Jason! Jason! I called the fucking thing! I called the fucking show to find out it's Quantum Leap!
Oh, this is embarrassing.
Bacula!
Oh,
Scott Bacula!
oh my God, he's not even.
I don't know the other guy's name! I'll ask! Henry?
Yeah,
Is Henry still there?
Yeah.
What's the name of the other guy on Quantum
I don't know. It's
Wait,
my
is
fa-
this
it's my
is a woman on the phone, right?
favorite show? How do you
Yeah,
not
but
know
I only recently got the DVDs.
It's Scott Bakula's
I'm only on season 4.
All right, this is going nowhere here. Please, this is embarrassing.
Yeah.
Please, we'll get you. We'll take your call later. Can you hang up and we'll make sure if we see your number light up on the screen, we'll get you again. We have.
I was looking at your headshot recently, and you look like Scott Bakula if he never made it. You know?
Oh God!
Now there's like barbs being thrown.
No, she doesn't know.
A little snippy.
I love that she can. Why can she stay?
That
on the
was a
line?
pretty funny one, though.
All right, listen. So your theme was that we didn't play it all the way
Okay.
through. Well, you want to play? You want to finish it?
Phillips. Henry Phillips on the Todd Glass Show.
I like what he does with it here.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
I think it's over.
Henry, 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 Henry. Philip, 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 Phillips. Henry Phillips, Henry Phillips. Henry, 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 Henry Phillips. Henry, Henry Phillips. Henry Phillips on the Todd Glass Show. Henry
All right, so there we go. Welcome you, Henry.
All right, I'm back now. Can you play my theme song from the top? Do you mind?
Oh yeah, can you play
I'm sorry,
it from the
I ran
top?
out. I walked away for a second.
I didn't even know. Play it from the top.
Phillips.
I'm kidding.
All right, so here we go.
I thought you guys were going to really do it.
I would have.
No.
Well, it's sort of our style sometimes. Hold on. You know what I think we're going to do?
Yeah.
We're going to take a break.
Okay.
And then we're going to, I'm going to re-get my Post-its together. And what a show today, folks. Folks, let me tell you something. We're going to have a good time with Henry. I'm going to make myself a drink. And we are going to... Yeah. We're going to... All right. That's not necessary. And then we're going to do the show. By the way, play number 15. My neighbor walks around the dog with one. She walks around the neighborhood with one of those huge dachshunds.
Oh, yeah.
Bigger than a... What's the one with the long floppy ears?
Basset Hound?
Basset Hound. And I thought I want to play this music from the on a speaker outside my house in the morning. This is true. The neighbor does really walk by with this huge. What's it called again?
Basset Hound.
Basset Hound. I want to play this as they walk by every day, and be like, "This is for you."
Can you imagine every morning when you walk your dog,
hey,
that music came out?
This is for you and your dog. Listen, this song matches you and your dog. This song matches you and your dog.
What?
This song is for you and your dog.
What? For me and my dog?
Yeah, this is for you and your dog.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Is it because I skipped?
We'll take a break. That's a real take a break. I laugh. We'll take a break. No, keep playing it. Oh, sure, you're going to break with this. We'll come back with Henry Phillips, and this show's going to fucking go into goddamn high gear, you people. People love this. I have a better idea. What if when the guy walks by the house with the dog, we all run out and walk behind him?
Yeah.
Henry?
Yeah.
We have the right music ready?
Okay.
Give us a good street joke.
Okay, street joke. Two guys are driving in a 12-foot truck. They come up to an underpass, and it says 10-foot maximum. One guy looks at the other and says, I don't see any cops. Let's just go for it.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm a nut. My life, don't ever get in a rut.
All right, there we go. I love the little things.
That's
I love
great,
that
yeah.
song. Why do I love that song so much?
Well,
Tell me.
If the punchline's not that good, it'll accentuate it and make you know that this is time to laugh.
Hold on a second, Henry. Now you're really getting me confused here. You're
All right,
telling...
well, for example, I could say complete nonsense, and we're going to do that
And
after
you
the
think
punchline.
that song
I think
could
it'll probably
save
work.
it?
Let's try it.
I mean, we could give it a shot, but it just seems... Go ahead, say nothing at all
right,
and see.
A panda goes into a bar and says, all right, bartender, I'll bet you $10 I can suck my own dick.
I'm a nut. I
do like
that. Wasn't the punchline.
Oh, Henry.
That wasn't the fake punchline yet. That was the setup.
I thought it was.
You know what?
Bartender says, oh, yeah, you're on. Panda says, all right, you go first.
I'm a nut. My
See,
life,
makes no sense at all.
Okay, ready?
But you do have to do it on the fake punchline, not the fake setup.
A Jewish guy and a Pole. Remember those jokes? You know, a Jew, a Polak, and a...
By the way, here's how no one ever told those jokes. A Jewish guy and a person of Polish descent walk into a bar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you went into it all politically correct. But if a person's telling that joke, they're going to say a Jew and a Polak.
Oh, yeah, well, when people got...
A prejudiced person is never going to go, hey, let me tell you a joke about Jewish people.
Yes,
That's true.
You're right. No, and a Polak descent. Polish guy walks into a bar. He goes, the chicken is on sale for 55 cents a pound. The guy goes, do you want 5 pounds? He goes, at 55 cents, give me 1 pound.
I'm a nut. My life,
Let's do it again. Relax so he doesn't fuck up and blame you. And I'm defending you. We'll talk about this off the show. What Chris just did was try to blame poor Mikey, who does nothing but take the most creative, artistic pictures for the show. And he goes, Mikey's walking around the room. Where'd you learn that from me?
I'm a nut. My life, don't it?
Polish guy walks into a grocery store. They go, the chicken's on sale for 55 cents a pound. He goes, why don't you give me 2 pounds? He goes, at 55 cents a pound, I'll take no chicken.
I'm a nut. I'm a nut. My life don't ever.
You're right. Someone, what's there have to be so? Why does it have to be so funny? I mean, that's fun. If you're listening to, let's say we put out a CD of just these jokes and we play that music. Can you tell? Can you got one, Daniel?
Sure. This guy walks into a rectory and he looks at the priest and he goes, "Not today."
I'm a nut. My life.
This is good fun. Henry, you have another one?
You want a real one or another fake one?
Give me a real one. I actually like. Well, I know Daniel loves bar jokes.
I love good street jokes.
Yeah, they're not the ones people tell you after the show.
Mark Cohen just told me this in a conversation a couple of hours ago. Yeah, he's the king of these.
I know who Mark Cohen is.
I always fuck him up. A lady goes to the doctor and says, "Doctor, I got a problem. Every time I sneeze, I have an orgasm." And the doctor says, "What are you taking for it?" And she says, "Pepper."
I'm a nut. I'm a nut.
Our guest is Henry Phillips. He's going to be over at the Laugh Hut all week. But that's all we let you do. What if I sent this around and go, hey, I found footage of Henry on the radio in, like, Florida, and this is what he does to get people.
Demo reel.
All right. So listen, with the, we're going to, okay, we'll talk about this. Curious, if you don't have a lot to say on it, it's fine. I'm wondering if you even noticed it. How does it work for companies like Home Depot or CVS to have their commercials not reflect the service at all? Like, I'm trying to give credit to here's what my theory is. On Home Depot and CVS, here's what I've seemed to notice. Tell me if you think the same thing or you're like, no, it's always pretty good. CVS seems to be 75% of the time. 75% of the time. The pharmacist is fucking just hates you. I think that I try to treat them like a doctor to gain their respect. They don't give a fuck. They don't care. 25% of the time, and I think it's fair because, there's someone that's so nice. And it doesn't happen that often because when they are sweet, it's like a treat. Home Depot, same thing. Garden department, I saw someone the other day, a commercial for the garden department at Home Depot, show someone helping somebody. Oh, not alone. I went, shut the fuck up. Nobody's helping anybody. Now at Lowe's, I think it's completely different. I think it's the other. If Lowe's, 90% of the time, whatever they're doing something right. Because 90% of the time you go in there. You know what I think they did? What Kmart should have done by watching Target do it right. I think Lowe's went, hey, when you go to Home Depot, it sucks. We'll do the same thing and we'll be nice. Boom. What's your experience?
It's funny that you bring CBS.
I gotta cut you off.
I don't usually get I don't do things where you get service. I just go get my my Just for Men and I just get out of there. But I was at a Ralph's one time.
How's the service there?
Interesting story. There was a girl that I actually fell in love with because of this conversation. She was near me and she asked this guy, "Hey, do you have any of the big cans of whatever it was?" And the guy says, "No, whatever we got there, that's all we got." And she goes, "All right, I've been here before and I've asked," and then somebody went back and got something. And I also had a job for a long time where I didn't like people and I didn't want to be the person who went to the back. But I know that you have somebody here who's one of those guys that loves to go to the back and help people. And then some other person came over and was like, "What's going on?" And she's like, "Do you have any of the big cans?" And he goes, "Yeah, I'll see if we have any in the back." And then he goes in the back and he comes back with one of the big cans of the thing. And she was like, "See, that's all I was looking for, somebody who actually wanted to go in the back." And it made the first guy look like a complete idiot. And then I asked her to marry me.
No, shut the
No, I
fuck up.
didn't ask
No,
her.
did you meet her? Or did you
It's a
say
true
something?
story. No, but I really did think that was cool.
That is cool because
the way she explained it is true. It's like, I know you hate this, and I hated it too. I was one of those kind of people, but there's always that guy who really does like doing it, and that's the one that I want right now. I want to find that person.
Yeah, because when there's bad service, here's how nice I think I am. Like, if you don't want to give me good service because you love your job, all right, can you at least fake it a little for me? Like that I'll even put up with. But CVS is like...
CVS, how about when they don't even act... Like they don't even notice that you're there. They're just having an active conversation with somebody else behind the counter. Like, you come up, like you be the customer, right? And you just kind of go, "Hey, so anyway, what did you guys do this weekend? You want a bag?" "Yeah, no, I know. I went to the barbecue with them, too. That was fun. Sir, do you want a bag?"
Oh, God.
It's so funny. I know.
Oh, man.
I know, and you know what I realized? When you're in those situations, there's nothing you could do. We had now, usually with waiters at most restaurant or waitresses, I don't, you know me, I love to give numbers with everything. 90% of the time, they're awesome. They're pretty good. You know what I mean? And then, but we had one of those waiters that rode right under the radar. I won't even want to say where it was, because God knows, you know, when I say something negative about some establishment, it really hurts their business.
I used to work as a pharmacist at CVS, and in their defense, I got to say it's very stressful work.
You worked? Wait, you honestly?
Absolutely. I remember people coming up to me constantly. Oh, I've got some pustule on my penis, and I don't know what I'm supposed to take or whatever. And I'm pretty sure it was a pharmacist. I remember that happening. I don't remember what the job was that I had.
Do you remember being hired by CVS?
I don't. I don't.
You know what?
But I do remember people asking me that question a lot.
You're like, you know what? I used to sell ice cream.
And they
some
would
of
come
the
up
people
and say this.
And also,
in their defense, it's a very, very stressful job, and there's a lot of.
Can I tell you the answer to that?
Sure.
You might even agree with me. When everybody goes, it's a stressful job. No, I want to go down the path of getting it, showing empathy and understanding, and then I can make a complete U-turn and have no acceptance for it all. I do get it. 100% of waitresses or waiters should be angry because. Look, I think the masses are pretty nice, but the people that aren't come in, and they can really suck the soul out of you.
Yeah.
If you're a flight attendant, I would imagine that you have dealt with the most inconsiderate people. Guy or girl would make you want to cry. And I would imagine as a waiter or waitress, you've dealt with that. Just unspeakable acts of just treating you like a piece of shit. But the fact is that some waiters and waitresses and some flight attendants are able to still be nice, proves it's possible. So it isn't excusable. You know what I mean? No matter how hard their job is, it's not excusable. Because you know what? You have to remember, they have a hard job, but they're going to get on the phone with B of A when they get home and have someone else that has a hard job. Right. So should we just perpetuate this? No.
You're right.
So anyway, and also, has anyone seen Off the Rocker with Betty White? Is that what it's called? She's the star of it. Has anyone seen it here?
I haven't seen it by judging it by Andy Kindler's tweets.
It's, you know what? You know, sometimes when you compliment someone, it looks like you're just bypassing them to shame. Okay, how do you want me to say this on a scale from 1 to 10, 10 being the most ridiculous and over the top, or should I do realistic? At a 5? Everyone says 10? No, it's hard for me not to have that poetic vulgarness. First of all, Betty White, I think everybody loves Betty White. I don't blame her for this at all. I really don't. I blame what a great body of work she has, and it's just to someone to make her. Not make her. I know she doesn't have to, but when I finally get this out of my mouth, you know what I mean? That show fucking blows so bad. You know, it makes me want to find out who thinks they're fooling anybody with those fake reactions. Hey, by the way, I thought about it. What if they're not? What if somebody listens to this show and they go, no? Then that's just as bad that you live in some vortex where all the reactions look fake. Because if they are real, well then you're fucking then there is a God and he hates you because they all look like people that you think you're gonna fool us with, actors that you place. Oh, and you'll see it. We all fucking know. We're all fucking onto it. And why does it anger me that much? Because I've been on the other end of it where someone tries to get you to do that. Because I thought about it. Come on, what's the frustration from? I just picture the producer, and they all think they're editing together. Oh, it doesn't have to be brilliant. No one knows. People don't smell crap. Mm-hmm. Am I right or am I wrong?
Hey,
No,
is that basically where older people play tricks on younger people?
The thing is, some of the tricks are actually,
is that
yes.
the premise?
Yeah, like it'll show like an old woman getting out of a car, but she pushes a young guy out of the car half naked. Learn how to please a woman. And the thing is, some of them, if they were played out right, could actually be funny. If you just saw someone reacting, because some of the things I thought, if I was sitting somewhere and I didn't know that there was a show being shot and something happened like that, I'd get a hearty laugh. But all the reactions look like they're just so phony. And I just think, why does she have to do that pile of shit in her later life? But anyway, she's your grandmother. I know that going into
the thing
this.
No, but it is interesting how, Stanhope was talking about this when we were on the tour. It's like comedy is one of the few things, and it's different a little bit with us because we're all sort of in it, but like that elicits, like when somebody disagrees with it or doesn't like it, elicits this visceral like anger that people have. It's not like watching a painting and saying, "No, it's not my cup of tea." It's more like fuck you. I
know
hate
what?
that fucking thing. And
Well,
we just kind of did it right now.
Well, I figured it out. When it is for me. It's not just comedy I don't like.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm actually glad about that because I think that would make me a little bit of a psycho. There's comedy I don't like in it, but it won't get me frothing at the mouth. I'll just be like, it sounds a little cheesy, but I really do genuinely mean it. It's just not my cup of tea. But I know that comedy, and I'm not talking about only stand-up comedy, all arts or whatever. Yeah. It's not my cup of tea. But no, that's not. It's not the worst thing in the world. It's just not my thing. I think when I get like that, it's when someone thinks they're fooling me. Or when a comedian has a gimmick that he thinks he's fooling me, and I guess that's what gets me pissed off.
Whenever something's inauthentic, that upsets you. If somebody's being real to themselves, you just don't think it's funny. You don't have a problem with it. But if they're using a trick,
thank you. Or if somebody's obviously attempting to be funny and they're not having a great night, then of course I'm just very patient. Or if it's a comedian, I go, that's not my thing. But that's not the worst thing in the world. It's just really not my thing. It's not. But when it's when you're trying to with those shots for some reason, those producers that think nobody knows, nobody knows. I remember once I did a show for a friend, and it was one of those dating shows where I had to watch them on a date, and then I had to give my opinion and talk to somebody. It's not even worth. There's enough shit I just told you about it, and then I go, I'll do it, but is it real? Is the footage real? Am I going to watch footage of two people really on a date because blank his name? I don't. And I was honest. Guess what? I swear to God, this is true. I get there, and not one of the people on a date is someone I know. It's like a friend of a friend's. Mm-hmm. So I go. They used him, and then he asked during the date. He goes, "Does the carpet match the drapes?" And I went, are you fucking shitting me? That never happened, and I'm not going to fucking react to something that never happened. You know what I mean? I'm not going to sink my teeth into that thing where you went, no one will know. And I told him, I was like, when we took a break, I said, look, I'm going to finish this I think if you let people know the end, they're more likely to take your criticism. So I started with how the rest of the day was going to go. I go, I'm going to do this. Everything's cool. You're my friend. But don't fucking do that to me again. He goes, I know, blank wanted to do it, and I told him you didn't want to do it. I'm using a lot of blanks here so people can't figure out who it is. Although you know who you are, Robert.
Oh, wow.
So there's that. So you had some clips. Did anybody want to weigh in?
Some
whole
news.
The president? No, we don't have to. Oh, what about Bill Clinton for vice president? Is there any way he could fire
Joe Biden? What's wrong with Joe Biden?
Oh, no, I like him. I just thought, wouldn't Bill Clinton be better?
You can't have him because then if the president dies, he can't be president again.
Oh, okay, so forget about that. That's not a bad idea.
Like I thought
that
about this.
is a bad
Could
idea.
a president, after you're done with your presidency, could you go back and run for Senate or Congress?
Does anyone know? We'll look it up. Write it down.
I mean, why would you?
Yeah.
You know.
Okay, so
That'd be like after headlining Carnegie Hall, you want to take a middle week in Omaha. I just want to get back to it. Martin Lawrence and his wife are getting a divorce. Did you know about this?
What are we, Chelsea Handler?
And did you know about this?
I did. I actually. I'm embarrassed.
I like Martin
did
Lawrence,
know.
and then he's been talking a lot about his relationship. It's been in the media recently, and it turns out I feel bad for him. It's like he didn't know his wife at all. Like he said, they didn't spend any time together. And
hold on.
Here.
Well, a lot of times in relationships, and I hear what you're saying, it's so complex. And Henry, you've been in relationships. Mm-hmm. You don't know. You don't know
what's what, and where do you stand with this person?
Why is she angry with me?
Yeah.
Hey.
What is she doing? And look, just listen to some of this stuff.
Sometimes it's like, honey, did I say something?
Yeah.
When do y'all shit, ladies? When are y'all shitting? I ain't never seen my lady shit or go take a shit. I just wish a lady get honest. Oh, I got to go shit.
Well, he brings up a good point. It's like you don't really know
when you're ladies.
Yeah. And I think that could be part of maybe what the problem was in the relationship, just communication.
Well, he just wants to know when his lady's going to take a shit.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I don't dislike him or like him. I've met Martin Lawrence, right?
Yeah.
Once he was super nice. He really was.
We go to the same marriage counselor.
We go to the same marriage counselor. Thank you. And but I got to agree with them. If you're with the lady, let me know when you're taking a shit.
And if you talk to successful, I read this in Scientific American. They did a whole study, and if you talk to successful marriage partners that have been married for, say, 40 years plus, they always know when the other one was going to shit.
Of course you do.
They always do. And so I think he's not really in the wrong here. I think he's more the victim.
What happens is, and I've had it happen, my wife, Michelle.
Sure.
Sometimes I'll be like, honey, where were you? She goes, oh, I took a shit. I go, you can't let me know.
Yeah.
You can't let me know.
And I mean, his wife had some hygiene issues too, apparently. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he discussed that too. I think it was on
Because
Oprah.
some of you don't wash your ass.
It's true. It's true. I guess
I'm
it
saying,
is.
you know who you are. Right now, pussy smelling like bacon beds. So you don't wash your ass properly. You got to wash and scrub your ass.
Shut the fuck up.
No, you don't go from the back to the front. You don't bring the shit to the clean. You don't wipe from here. You got to go here and drop. You know the motion.
And hold on, we have a caller.
Okay.
Someone that's upset because it's about the bacon and the washing of the ass. Caller, go ahead. Go ahead, caller. Oh, this is a crank phone call. What? Hold on, you're saying you're across the street and you say there's smoke billowing out of the top of this building?
What?
There's a fire, everybody. Okay, stay calm.
Okay.
This is a cat. I guess he's calling from across the street, and there's smoke billowing out of the top of the building. Does there look like there's a safe exit for us? You think the back door would be the best bet because the smoke looks like it's coming from the front? Okay. I love you all very much.
What do we do?
You fucking asshole. That was a crank phone call.
Oh, he was joking? Wait, there's...
No. They're playing their dumb sound effects in the background. That's not funny. That's not funny. Are you still on? That's not funny. All right. We have a...
Well, he did trick you in the beginning, though.
I'm not joking around. I swear to God, I thought the building was on fire. And this cat calls in all the time.
That's young cats.
I wish Rory was...
They're just having fun.
I don't know. They're fun. You know what? I think I said this once before thinking of young cats. We said like when people will go on YouTube and write mean comments and stuff, and the only thing I had to let go of some of the, it depends on what the age is. When I got my CB, I was like would I get truckers pissed off? It was so much to be in my bedroom and be able to some guy's hauling ass down the interstate, and I'm like, go fuck yourself, you prick. I was like, yes, this is the life. But now, then you turn 32 and you go, what am I doing with my life?
Yeah.
All right. So, okay, so there's the hold on here. Do you know? Not to get into a religious discussion, but if you would the more we'll talk about that on Monday. No, the more your brain develops, that the more like if you started teaching someone religion when they were 15, because someone cannot know reading. They might not know reading, and you could teach them when they're 15. You could teach someone when they're 20. But even just the basic development of the brain, if you start teaching someone religion when they're 15, that it doesn't make sense to them. So someone told me that, and I know I'm probably doing, out of 100% of understanding what they said, I'm probably repeating it 50%, but you get the gist of what I'm saying. But I couldn't help but to make it as simple as this. Yeah, it was like if you tried to get someone to believe in Santa Claus when they turned 20.
Yeah.
It's like, might be too late. Might be too late. If you want people to believe in Santa Claus, you gotta start when they're younger.
That's the trick.
But I know you're religious and your father's a preacher, and I apologize.
Well, neither of those are true, but aren't there people like in their 40s that suddenly find Jesus or whatever?
Yeah, but they were aware of the concept of religion.
Yeah, they were the
before.
concept.
So,
hey, God works in mysterious ways. Matter of fact, I thought about something. I thought of the most selfish person in the world. I have a rendition of the most selfish person in the world. Do you want to hear it? Mm-hmm. 9/11. This is about maybe 2-3 city blocks away. They're in a restaurant, and they have their bill comes. I know it's early in the morning, their breakfast bill, and they go, "Oh, I wish we didn't have to pay this bill." And then things start happening. They go rip-roaring down the street, just running and running and running and running and running, and then they get in a safe area where they still don't know what's going to happen, but they know they feel like they escaped some of the madness, because they were able to get far enough away, and then they go, "Oh my God! Oh my God! We didn't have to pay the bill! Oh my God! There is a God! Now, is that wrong for them to believe in that situation that God works in mysterious ways? Sometimes he has to take down the World Trade Center to give them a free BLT and a nice vegetarian omelet and a vegetable drink and also a bottle of Perrier water.
Worse things have been justified in the name of religion.
Well, yeah.
Well, that sounds so silly, but would that be... Seriously.
No, but maybe not with the free stuff, but I could see some people thinking, well, God saved me because I was a good person.
But how about what if they were looking at it from the aspect of like, I didn't have to pay my bill for breakfast, and I'll tell you, I know this sounds crazy, but my whole life people always said God works in mysterious ways. This is I'm even doubting the evil thought they're having. They went, no, there's no way that. But God, everybody says that God works in mysterious. Oh my God, I see what they meant.
Yeah.
Sometimes, because this is fucking shit crazy mysterious. God did all that so I could escape my bill on the breakfast.
Also, God helps those who help themselves, and maybe it's like, oh, I kind of helped myself technically because I got out of there. That's probably him saying, well, then I'll help you and give you a free BLT for doing that.
Well, he made that happen. That's the reason they had to run out because of the...
Oh, okay.
My sister-in-law once asked me, I'm not making fun
but
of...
God works in a mysterious way.
Can I give you a pure example? Here, go ahead, Daniel.
There must have been somewhere in the city, people in the middle of their regular chores, whatever it was. There was a person there, and they had a plumber come in, half hour before, and he was working on the thing, and then that happened. And I wonder, how many of those moments where...
Oh, you mean there was, some boss making...
Something happening, yeah, something a mile away, and then I wonder if, after they see it, oh, my God, can you believe that's happening? Yeah, holy shit. Okay, can you just finish my sink, though? Because I really do have to go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, I think every scenario happened. And by the way, this is when my sister-in-law, once to George Carlin, this is true, she said, we've talked about this on the show before, and as I'm doing it, of course, my paranoia is kicking in, is everything funny? And I said, well, I go, like what? She goes, what about someone like 9/11? Is that funny? I said, well, I don't know one fucking comedian that's sane, that's making jokes about... that there were children and parents, the serious side of it. It's usually a twisted thing, or you're making fun of an insurance company and how they dealt with it. So anyway, this is a prime example. I think this is funny. So there's that. And we're all good. We're all good. I don't even know if you want to talk about this or not. I think when people wave at the cameras... I know this has been talked about before. When there's a news crew and they're waving, like someone
behind.
It doesn't a sane-minded person. Either I'm brilliant, either I am so fucking goddamn brilliant, or I just have average intelligence, and that's all it takes to figure this out. You don't really know what that news story is about. You might want to hold off on.
Yeah, because it could be about. But no, I've seen it even during reportings of I saw one recently where it was like a murder or something.
Right?
And yeah.
No, exactly. I think it was.
But see, I think it was people doing it ironically.
No.
Yeah,
you think average Joe in the crowd gets?
I think
irony.
I think there's a big wave of people that are just ironic hand wavers.
But by the way,
they're sort of like, wouldn't that be weird if I was that dumb that I actually did this during this story?
No, because you're right. Then it's fucking funny.
Then it would be fucking.
Well,
hilarious.
no, yeah, it is.
Couldn't you see yourself doing that? It's like, I'm going to be the asshole who waves while they're talking about a murder. That would be great.
If it is done in a twisted
I could
fashion,
see you doing that, making fun of it. And how can you tell whether the guy's making fun of it or not? Are you going to judge it by their appearance? I don't think that's right.
Hey, what about this? What about the? We should spend less than 60 seconds on this. I'm oddly curious of your opinion.
It'll take you longer than that to set it up.
Well, we're already at 30. Well, aren't we? Aren't we at 30? Aren't we? Yeah, you guys are great. My show's like a musical, and you guys are beautiful. You really are.
I think I'm gonna like it here.
That's the type of drop-ins we have on a show like this. Hey, listen to the other shows. Do they drop in shit? No. You know why? Because they're about ready to get the fuck off the airwaves.
Yeah.
That meant nothing. Hold on. So, what
were you going to spend 60 seconds
60
on?
seconds on them saying that the president, took advantage of the situation.
Is politicizing him killing bin Laden and is now trying to take credit for it in the public. Is that what you're saying?
Right. I have an answer to it.
Go
I think
ahead.
I know the answer. But what, Henry? Have you heard about this? I know you go home, you play the guitar,
I've read
you,
some of the
you shut your
criticisms.
shades,
Yeah.
and it's dark in your house, and you smoke Marlboro cigarettes and eat Snickers bars.
Well, I mean that's what people that campaign do. No, not the Snickers bar, but I'm saying no. You take credit for the shit that happened under your administration. Whether you could, I mean, come on, are they acting like that's never happened in politics?
Well, here this is so.
I think what their problem is that he's using it as a political weapon. He's bringing it up. They would like him to shut the fuck up about his accomplishments.
Okay,
That's
but
what the
here's the thing.
Republicans would really like to do.
For what we have 30 more seconds, and then remind me to talk about Preston, Snickers bars, and cigarettes. Don't forget. I thought it was a case of who started it. In all fairness, if the other side did it and we made fun of them, or not even just President Obama. Let's not keep it the masses because he can't answer for everybody. But if President Obama's camp ever accused the other side, but I thought this was just a perfect example. Now, unless we did that to them first. When I say we, you know what I mean. Like, well, I think people know what I mean. It's funny. I go we. The rational people. No, I'm not right or left. So I just talk as far as you say this, I react to that. You say that, I react to that. I don't give a fuck. I'm not
politically affiliated with any party.
No. I just go by whatever people comes out of their mouth. I react to it. Don't give a fuck what their party is. And that's my point. That sometimes I've said this. The only thing you could do to give your side more validity is to defend the other side when they're wrong. God, does that buy you a lot? It makes that would have been the perfect time for them to go, look, we're not fucking crazy he did it, but we Bush, behind the scenes, I'd be happy. Bush, he put the outfit on right after. Remember he came out of what did he come out of? Like some fighter plane with the whole military costume.
Yeah, when he landed a jet on the aircraft carrier.
So we did it, and let's just fucking, let's just move on. It's not, we've done the same shit, and let's just fucking, right?
Yeah.
And it's more of a game to them. They're just like, well, we can't let them use this. It's not.
It's all about shifting public's perception. That's what they're after. Who's more liked in the media?
I never thought about it my entire life, even though I know I did vote. I don't vote all the time. In 8 years, whatever it was, there was a period. I think it's when Bush got into office that there was a time when my friends that I respect. So Todd, you have to vote, and I did, and then I haven't voted again since. And this is the next time I will vote because I just thought. We fucking really need,
Mitt Romney can't win.
You know what I thought of? If he can't communicate, like I think everyone knows he has a hard time talking to, he's coming off as a common person.
Poor people.
Yeah. How's he going to communicate with other countries? Because don't they smell bullshit? I always feel like other countries have street smarts. And he sits down with, not street smarts, but you know what I mean? They can smell bullshit. You can be the biggest disgusting thug, pig, vile person in the world, but you smell someone's not being authentic. And when someone like Bill Clinton or someone like that in the past sits down with these other countries, they smell it. They're gonna fucking, after they talk to him, they're gonna go, just fucking nuke them. Does that make? I know that makes sense.
What
I'm
do you
saying.
think they thought about us when they met Sarah Palin in the last election? You remember when she came to the UN and she met the head of all the countries?
Wait a second. They met her a week before 9/11.
I know.
No, that's the truth, and I'm not making that up. We'll take a break. No.
Wow.
So anyway, there's that. Henry,
yes.
You want to weigh in on this because I know you.
Well, I had a thought, and I don't want to get too serious.
You can get serious as you want. This is what we do.
But when you said like these people who were telling you, Todd, you really should vote, and you respect them, it's like it sounded a little bit like they were being condescending, and I just want to say. You're doing more by doing this because I've been on your podcast a few times and you talk about issues and I think you're very good at talking about them. You're doing more than somebody who just shows up to the polls, every now and then.
Oh, you mean by this podcast?
Yeah, by talking about it and trying to, say your opinion and express it and try to figure out the issues and maybe even change some people's opinion. I think that you're doing more because just the act of voting all by itself is not the good thing to do. It's actually being active in whatever way that you can, but it's not just showing up because you don't want a guy to show up if he doesn't know anything and just like that's how bad people get elected.
Henry, did anything he just say make sense?
Yes.
Oh, it did? Oh, it did? No, I swear to God, I didn't know
I'm done talking about
No, shut up. It could be. Hey, you know how stupid it sounds?
No,
Listen,
I know.
I'm defending you. Do you know how stupid it sounds if you recluse Is that the right word?
Yeah.
And it's me that's the fucking idiot. Then the listening audience goes, Henry made total sense. And the fact that I have that much of my wherewithal to say that I think you were making total sense, I think I drifted off because I was thinking of I wanted to get the music ready so Rory, who's not supposed to be here, could make a fake call by the crank that would have the an M&M and Emma. So that's
But you
all.
bring up an interesting point, and I've thought about this a lot. A lot of times people think that I'm saying something funny even though I'm trying to say something serious. Like,
But I know
have
you
ever
pretty
had
well.
that?
Yeah, that sucks so bad when
You're like
just,
when you say something like, hey, I think it would be smarter if we took this street instead of the other one. Everybody's like, Henry.
I only have that happen like when you're in a city and maybe a few people that work at the club or they don't know you can also be like, yeah, I can be both.
Yeah. You can actually, whatever.
You know what? I think we have a caller speaking of politics.
Cool.
Caller, go ahead. This is ridiculous. This show sucks. This is just cut the caller off. Katie, shut the music.
Wow.
I cannot believe that we can't stop this.
Well, but you speak cat.
Articulately?
No, you speak cat, or at least
I
that
understand
cat. What was
that.
he saying? Because we're all kind of curious.
Well, he's doing an old Sesame Street song, and he calls in with it in the background.
Oh, okay.
How do you guys know each other?
Shut the fuck up.
Were you guys already buddies? Because you clearly knew what he was saying.
you really want
a number.
How can you tell the difference between when he's going manama and when he's actually saying words?
Then he just says anomana. You want? Oh, great! I'm calling him back up again. I have to make the sound effects work.
Or is he calling here?
No, I'm calling him.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna have to get him on the phone now. Hello, you there?
He's having a party.
Oh wait, shut the music off. Yes, go ahead, caller. Yes, take the echo out of your voice, or go into a room with furniture in it. Is my refrigerator?
Todd, what's he saying?
I heard refrigerator.
Is your refrigerator running? Yeah, my refrigerator's running. Oh. He did that call. He didn't even get
Is it
me.
another prank?
Yeah,
Is it
the
a prank?
refrigerator. He did that like 7 months ago. Same joke. I can't believe it. I feel like a fucking idiot when I fall for that.
I heard Polak.
I did too, but I think he gets confused.
Oh, okay.
Is your Polish refrigerator running or something?
Oh, okay.
All right, let's go back to the show. This is like, I'm getting better at this.
Mm-hmm.
And by the way, people, to George Carlin, when I talk like this, it's because I'm still, hey, driving this show. I mean, this is not an easy task. I mean, I got Rory over there, not Rory, somebody else making calls. We gotta go the right way here. So let's go back, Daniel. I love, I always love clips.
Oh, you wanted more clips?
Yeah, and then Henry, you said you didn't write a song the last time you were here.
Well, yeah, and I want to apologize to you about that.
Well,
I wrote the original version of the song that you were playing, but
We're gonna hear it
mine
later.
wasn't successful, and I was kind of bummed out by that.
Well, we'll hear your original version in a
Yeah.
little while.
Yeah.
So there's that. That's fun. Oh, are we having a good time? By the way, if I tell you something, you need to promise me if you're like, Todd, we don't see it.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever really dislike someone and then you think maybe they're okay? Well, first of all, Ryan Seacrest, I think he does a good job on that show. Okay, and just I'm crazy.
What show?
American Idol. He's like he throws this as American Idol. I just think I think I'm losing listeners left and right now. Wouldn't it be funny if all the crap that I've said they go come because people want to believe they're on the same page with you that listen. It's nice. They don't have to be across the board, but on something like this, they're like, Todd, no.
A lot of people like Ryan Seacrest.
Yeah, but I'm talking about hip people that listen to this show, not the douchebags that come out to see your show.
A lot of hip people. I think a lot of cool people like American Idol. I think it's a hip thing to like, right?
Oh, now as far as American Idol goes, there might be people that go, I don't like Ryan Seacrest, but I like American Idol. Do we?
Oh, we have a call.
But hold on 1 second, caller. Do you like American Idol?
I don't have much of an opinion on this. I go to bars instead of watching TV.
Oh, so
I say that so that people don't think I'm being condescending when I say I don't watch TV. I come up with something worse that's true.
You go to bars, you get drunk. You know why?
And I walk home. Sorry.
Do you watch? No, don't ever be sorry, Henry. You're gonna. This show is what we have right now is gold.
Yeah,
we have gold on our hands.
We sure do.
But you do you watch? Do you listen to The Voice?
You know, I watch daytime TV.
I listen to The Voice.
Do you watch The Voice, or you don't watch The Voice?
I don't watch anything at night. No.
Do you? Okay, so what do you watch daytime? I'm curious.
I watch
The Chew.
Supernatural.
What's that about?
It's this crazy show with two good-looking dudes that solve supernatural crimes.
Is it really cheesy? I don't...
Yeah, and I like that. And I watch Quantum Leap with Bakula and the other guy.
On DVD at this point?
Yeah. I've got the,
No,
I'm on
you
season
don't.
4 right now. No, I have a long way to go in terms of catching up. I mean, I won't even get to Breaking Bad until I'm like 70. I mean, I'm starting. I got Sanford and Son. I just finished.
I don't. Somebody wrote a letter in. I'm going to find out who this person was. That they were at an open mic night or maybe a comedy night, and they introduced them. I swear to God, this is true, and I'm embarrassed that I forget this guy's name. So they introduced him to the stage, and there was only like 6 people in the audience, and they just played that, not knowing, just coincidental. 5 people. I ain't paying the 5 people. Go fuck yourself and fuck this whole casino. You can take this whole casino and shove it up your fucking ass. Good night, you fucking bags of shit. We have a caller, and I don't mean to be rude. Caller, go ahead.
Hey, this is Ryan Seacrest.
No, this isn't.
Yeah, no, I was listening to the show just now.
Prove it's Ryan Seacrest.
He might be a caller.
Well, here's my identification. Can you see it?
No, prove you're Ryan Seacrest. What show do you host?
What?
What show do you host?
The Americans.
Okay, go ahead. It is him, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, he got it a little wrong.
Yeah, he meant American Idol, though.
Yeah, sure. We're the dumbest people in the world.
That is what he meant.
Sure, we're all quick to defend him. No, that's sure. That's what he meant.
Well, I thought it was somebody else at first, but no, he definitely passed the test.
Go ahead, Ryan.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you for that. Congratulations. I think I do host the show really well, and I like that you appreciate that. I get a lot of hate mail quite often.
Great.
A lot of people say, oh, you're stupid, you're fake, your hair's dumb. But to know that I got Todd Glass on my side, I just want to say thank you.
Oh, my God. Well, thank you. I would totally not.
I think it's really efficient. I think it's because I'm really good.
I think something's going on with his phone.
No, I'm still...
sorry, we lost you.
No, I'm still here.
No. I love how Rory will not let the bid end because he knows he can do whatever he fucking wants. That thing obviously hung up on him, and he goes, no, I'm still here.
No.
We put an explosion in the background. I go, oh, Ryan's, it sounds like he blew up at his house. No. We can't go to the gun shooting.
No, I'm still here. I know a lot of people don't like the gun shooting. Oh, I don't like the gun shooting. It's too much. But I'll tell you what, Todd, you do a good show. I listen every single week. Jay comes over. Jay Leno comes over, and we listen to the podcast every Saturday morning.
Okay, we got some editing to do. We got some explaining to do. Back to our
you an
guest.
apology. That's kind of egg on my face because I said that I thought it was ridiculous that Jay Leno would have been listening.
Yeah, that was, but
so
he does
listen. I owe you an apology because Ryan Seacrest just said that he does.
You don't owe me an apology, Henry.
Okay.
Purely that you're here is fun. Okay, cool. So here's what we're going to do. Okay, Henry. Let me go over Henry, what he said. He doesn't believe in God, which was weird. Leno, we did. That was fun. Henry, hold on. We're all good. God, the time just goes so quick. I wanted to try out a new thing, and I think we might get a laugh out of it. Do you have that music on your? Okay, we wanted to put earphones on Chris Burden and see what it sounds like if he sings a song when he hears the music in his ears, but we don't hear it out here. You think that could be fun? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I just want to hear what it sounds like, because I was on the treadmill one day and I was listening to music, and I thought, if you make the mistake and you start singing...
Isn't that how they record music? Like,
yeah, but
when you go, we're a musician here.
Yeah,
but you're also hearing. He's hearing the music,
but
not his own
hearing
voice.
The song, and also he's not a professional, so it'll be
right.
Oh, when you're in the studio, do you hear your own voice as well?
No, you just hear the music, unless you're double tracking.
Sometimes on the first round of the Americans, we have a lot of people that don't know how to sing good.
He means American Idol. It's Ryan. It's definitely Ryan Seacrest.
Well,
it's definitely.
I'll bet that's what they call it for short, because you've been on the show so long. You
Sure.
just want to shorten.
Can you give him your mic?
Yeah, sure,
quietly.
sure.
I don't want to. Okay, you ready?
I don't have lyrics.
No, you just sing along with it. You picked the Beatles song.
Yeah, but then I forgot the lyrics.
You don't need. Don't worry about it. Just sing along with it the best you can. I want to hear what it sounds like. We can always edit it out if it's not good.
Okay. Well, that makes it less.
Look like it's great.
Hold on, I have to find this. What'd you say? I
No,
can't hear you because I don't have the headphones.
Okay, no, just let's do it. Come on, we got to go.
Okay. Oh, now you're rushing me.
I'm not rushing you. Katie, you might have to make a little edit here to clean it up.
Todd, I'm trying to find where.
I'm not rushing you. What an idiot. This is why you shouldn't smoke.
Oh my God. This has nothing to do with smoke.
Chris, find it, seriously. I'm not rushing you, but at least diligently look for it. Oh, here comes the email.
Just because I can't remember the lyrics.
You don't need to. Just sing along with it.
But how do I sing along with it if I don't know?
You'll hear the words on the thing. You said you knew it. Oh, this is all staying in. Off the air, you said.
Is this the bit? Is there no song and the bit is that you guys getting ready for the song?
No. Off the air, when we weren't doing the podcast, he understood the bit completely. He goes, I'll pick a Beatles song because I know the words to them. You would never have had
and then
lyrics.
I realized I didn't know the words to the song I was going to sing.
Pick a song you know the words to. No, he doesn't need lyrics. Part of this is that he's just singing along with it, and we're doing this in a real.
On the Americans.
Hold on, Ryan. Hold the fuck on, okay?
J-Lo
Shut up.
would rip into this guy.
All right, right now I'm dealing with a lot of stress. Ryan Seacrest is on the line.
Steven Tyler would.
Well, you're finding that. Hang up on him. Well, you're finding that.
All right.
Chris Hardwick is on line 7. Can you go to Chris Hardwick?
Yeah, here's
Chris. He wants to say something nice about the show. Go ahead, Chris.
Hey, Todd.
Hey, Chris. How you doing?
Having fun. What
Here
are you guys
come
doing?
on, Blacktop.
No, oh,
I forgot
Jesus Christ.
What?
Oh, my God. Wait a second.
You told me to go.
He doesn't have headphones.
You were talking to Ryan Seacrest.
Everything's fine,
I don't even know the
everybody.
words to that part.
Everything's fine.
Now I have to look it up.
Okay.
Stop talking.
Oh, God. Hold on, everybody, hold on. What happened just now...
I'm leaving this in, right?
Yeah, leave it in. Chris didn't know that we were giving him time. So he just started, come on, blacktop. Okay, Chris.
You told me to sing along with it.
No one's high but you.
That's not true at all.
It absolutely is true.
Hey, Todd, it's Hardwick. What am I doing? You're wasting my time here.
Oh, hold on. Okay, Chris, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, wait 1 second, and then I'm going to talk to Chris Hardwick.
Did you really
Everything's
just
fine.
say no one's high but me? That's not
I'm not. I didn't smoke yet. Daniel might have a little. And I know Henry isn't. Oh, yeah, but Rory Scovel.
I'm just
is
saying
high.
it wasn't an accurate statement. That's all I'm saying.
Be nice, okay? Now, hold on, Chris.
Okay.
Be nice, because, if I don't think you like me, I don't do a good show.
That's true.
I respect you. I am appreciative of you.
Yeah.
I say nice things. Didn't I say nice things at the Laughing Skull all week?
Sure. But no one's hearing them on the podcast.
Well, I think they do. I bet we could find 20 times at least, or 30, where I talked about how much I appreciate what you do for this show. Okay, so caller.
Yeah, why you call me caller? It's Chris Hardwick.
Oh, I'm sorry, Chris, because there's a lot going on here today. I'm trying to keep your empire afloat. God knows
my
you're.
jacuzzi isn't going to stay this hot this long.
Okay, what did you want to say?
I just want to call in and say, you told me to call. You said it would look good for the podcast if I called in and said I endorse it and I approve of it.
Oh, come on, I'm not airing this.
Jimmy, give me more champagne!
Ew, he sounds like a pig.
Who's he talking
What was that?
His assistant.
What did you say?
No, thanks for calling in.
All right, well, I just wanted to call in and say, you're doing a great
Are you
job.
drinking?
I drink in my jacuzzi.
I thought you didn't drink.
No, I drink in my jacuzzi.
Well, that's drinking.
No, if you're doing a jacuzzi.
All right, whatever you say. You're the one. Today I said whatever. I saw Chris's. I swear to God, that's probably an old. Maybe it's not as funny as I thought it was. So I'm not going to say it. Well, I said that everything Chris Hardwick's touches turns to gold, and then Chris said, "What if he pulled down his pants and hit a gold dick?" Made me laugh.
Funny.
All right. Mark that so we can edit that out. Okay, play your song.
Wait, why would we edit that out?
We're not. Just play. Give him reverb. Now go ahead, sing.
Okay.
Really try.
Huh? Okay. Here come old Flat Top, he come grooving up slowly. He got juju eyeball, he won holy roller. He got
That's pretty
hair
good.
down to his knees. got to be a joker. He just do what he please.
That's pretty. Hold on. Shut it off.
Todd, what?
Take your earplugs out. Put your show headphones in.
I can't do it without the...
Take those out.
Okay.
Put your show headphones on.
Sure.
There's no way I'm going to let you finish that. You know why?
Why?
Because that was good.
Oh.
That doesn't make good comedy.
Really good.
Like, that wasn't horrendous. Like, you actually can carry... you're better than me.
What if you knew it the whole time and he's like, oh,
You
really?
motherfucker.
Oh, is it good, you guys? Oh, my God.
All right. So, all right, everything's good. Now, Henry, the last time you were here... take your mic back.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
Has it really been 5 months?
I think it was back in November.
Okay. Now, hold on. Get the world's dirtiest song ready over here. We have to go to... Do you mind if we do something really bad? We're going to go to traffic. Do you have Tilsner? Tilsner. We're going to go to traffic really quick. Can you throw to traffic with the traffic, the jingle? Okay, go ahead.
Traffic and weather on the Todd Glass Show.
85 of the Valley, 96 of the High Desert. W14 of the Tropic Chapter coming on the tip tie on the 5 below. Everybody up on the downtown coming up the top. Get a little, take it on the down, a little table, take it on the top.
Get traffic and weather on the 3s, 4s, 7s, 8s, and 9s on the Todd Glass Show.
All right, it's Friday, and I know people are listening to the podcast early in the morning. We do the traffic for everywhere. A lot of the stations just do traffic for their local area. This traffic, wherever you live, we're going to go to our traffic copter, Johnny Colorado. How's it looking out there all over the world?
Hey there, it's Johnny Colorado. Todd, today's traffic sponsored by Tupperware. If you can't finish it, hey, put it inside our bellies until you're ready to. Looking at the 5, it's not looking good if you're heading northbound. We got 2-car pileup. A lot of people keep slowing down on the opposite side to look at it. So if you're heading south too, you're going to run into a little bit of heat. If you're in Ohio, Columbus, and you're on the 127, just watch out. There's a Girl Scouts crew that is trying to sell cookies in a new fashion on the highway. So you're going to want to be careful about that. A lot of people slowing down. A lot of people like the peanut butters going really big this year. That's the second half of the traffic sponsored by peanut butter in general. Hey, folks, if you got too much jelly, don't be afraid to put some peanut butter with it. Put it on a sandwich and see what happens. Now we're going over to Miami, just heading south on the 101, and also down on Dade Street. There was actually a murder just the other night. A husband murdered his wife. That's all hearsay for now, but it's caused quite a backup in that neighborhood. A lot of kids are trying to get to school.
The guy goes way too off on stories. I love it. Oh, over in Florida.
It's all hearsay.
Yeah, it's all hearsay.
Then we're heading over to Seattle, Washington, where a young girl has accidentally crossed the street too soon. Her mother seems to be pretty upset. And she's in the middle of the street yelling at her daughter, and a lot of the cars are having to stop to take a look and see what's going on. A lot of barbecues in the area there, too. Folks, hey, if you're going to be out barbecuing this summer, don't forget to get some water in your system. You're going to be drinking beer. You're going to want to get some water, try to rehydrate.
All righty. Thanks a lot for that, Johnny Colorado.
All right. Well, after that, I just want to give in the next update, we're going to be doing Wyoming. We're going to be doing Texas, the entire state, and South Carolina.
Well, thank you, Johnny. How'd your weekend go?
Well, I'll tell you what, my weekend was sponsored by Having Fun, and boy, did I.
Oh.
I like that guy.
It's so cheesy.
You know what? He's positive. There's so much negativity in the world. Johnny Colorado is actually a positive person, and we're laughing at him, making fun of him.
His weekend was sponsored by what?
Having a good time.
And he did.
Boy, did he.
I love positive people.
That's what you need.
Okay, so there's that. That was the weirdest 30 minutes. But you know why I don't feel bad about that last 30 minutes? Although I lost control, I was still in control. Shh, shut the fuck up, Daniel.
No one thought you lost control until you said it.
Last time you were on the show,
yes,
we asked you if you wrote this song. Now, I don't know if we've played this before since, but can you play it? Play that song.
There was an old farmer who lived on a rock. He sat in the meadow just shaking his fist at some boys who were down by the creek. Their feet in the water, their hands on their marbles and playthings, and at 4:30 there came a young lady. She looked like a pretty young creature. She sat on the grass.
Fade it out. Did you write that?
All right, well, here's the story about it. I originated the song. It was stolen from me, and I pitched it. I had a manager at the time. We pitched it to a label.
You're being serious?
Yeah.
Okay,
we pitched it to a label. They said it wasn't really what they were looking for, and then they sold it to this other guy, and I was pretty upset about it. I think the problem was that my version it's still the song still needed a little bit of tweaking. And
can I hear your
I
version?
think I heard about
Well, I'll play my original.
Okay.
Wait, do you hear that all right? So
Yeah, we hear it good. A little reverb.
There was an old farmer who lived on a rock. He sat in the meadow and played with his cock while some aliens from planet Venus went up to the farmer and cut off his cock. Then they went into town for a bit and found a young
Henry.
What?
I got to stop you.
What?
I think the reason this song... Listen to this song again and see what they're doing, and then I think you're a little off.
I think... Yeah.
But I can see why your song didn't make it, but maybe I'm wrong. I hope I'm not fucking this bit up. I hope I'm helping
Well,
you.
I mean, I'm very proud of the
Well,
song.
no. I'm just saying, listen to the song. Play it from the
Okay.
beginning again.
I mean,
and
it's
see
the
what
same
they're
song.
doing.
It's the
I think
same
you're getting caught up in the wrong... Well, let's play the song from the beginning.
Okay.
There was an old farmer who lived on a rock. He sat in the meadow just shaking his fist at some boys who were down
Yeah,
by
he said
the
fist,
creek.
and then I said
Their
cock.
feet in the
Faded.
water, their hands on
Okay.
So what are you saying is different about
Well, let me hear
it?
your song again. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
Well, I'll
Can
go
you
to
give
the next line.
Okay.
Then they went into town for a bit and found a young lady who showed them her tit. And at this point, she pulled quite a stunt. She pulled down the panties and showed them her pussy. And then one guy pulled out his dick and had sex with the lady in front of the town, and the aliens were like, whoa, what the fuck? And that is the story of the aliens and the people that had sex in front of them. See, now I thought mine was better. It had more of an ending,
I just love every single time going right up to that. Go do the bridge right up to it. Like when the guy goes, you think, oh, this guy doesn't get it.
No, well, here, tell me what's different about this about
Well,
theirs.
this guy here, Henry.
Yes.
Play it again so he understands. And I'm going to isolate the part
yeah,
and tell you.
tell me what
Okay,
it
I'm going to
is.
tell you what it is that they do. That's I think the reason
Okay.
this song went viral and yours didn't.
Okay, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
go ahead. Play it from the beginning. And watch me
There
closely.
was an old farmer who lived on a rock. He sat in the meadow just shaking his
Okay, now what do you think he was shaking?
Cock.
fist at some
His
boys
fist.
who were
So what you're
down by
saying, and I want to understand you, because I remember having this same argument with my manager at the time. You're saying that the problem is that I'm saying the word, I should be saying a different word than the one that you thought I was going to say.
Thank you.
Well, verse 4, right here.
Okay.
And at this point, she pulled quite a stunt. Okay, so I said stunt. So you know what word you think I'm going to say.
I think you're going to say.
Okay, yeah. She pulled down her panties and showed them her pussy. See, I said pussy.
Well, it's still a dirty word.
But it's not the one that you were expecting me to say.
I know, but you can't go, I don't think I have to give it
It's
back.
it's kind of halfway there because we were expecting it to be dirty, and
so
it still is
it's got to
dirty.
be not a dirty word.
You're
okay,
right.
well, let me try it this way, and this is one that I pitched to
I
my
feel
manager
like
at
I'm
the
putting
time.
you on the
No,
spot.
it's okay. And at this point, she pulled quite a stunt. She showed them her pussy and pulled her panties down, and then one guy just pulled out his dick.
You're just
What?
getting,
Flipped
you're
him.
getting, you're
You didn't-
flipping it.
Well, I didn't. No, I didn't say a bad word this time. Oh, it needs to rhyme now. Is that it? Or?
I don't know if it's worth explaining
All right.
it to
well,
you.
well, anyway,
their feet in the water, their hands on their
they're dick.
marbles and
okay.
playthings. And
So it's got to be a totally different word.
There came a young lady. She
Okay, so then.
Oh, you want to do it one more time?
There was an old farmer who lived on a rock. He pulled out his dick and sat in the meadow while some aliens.
There you go. He got it.
All right,
Yes.
thank you.
All right.
See, now the song's already out of my hands. That sucks.
With the bailouts.
All right, everybody. We're going in for the close. This was a long show. Somebody sent me in Mike Combs. I'm not even joking around. Now, this seems like a weird way to go for the close, but I honestly love this Tom Jones version of this song. It's what's the song called? Soul? Something Soul? You don't know the name of it? Does it say it on there? Tower of Soul. Do you know that song?
Mm-hmm.
You do?
Mm-hmm.
What is it about?
I don't know.
Do you know what it's about? Seriously, I'm being
Tower
totally-
of
Is it about his dick?
No, exactly.
Is it?
What if
it probably is Tower of Soul?
Come on, give Tom Jones a little credit. I don't know. Like, I think there's two reasons I want to play this.
Sorry, no.
You don't like Tom Jones?
No, I threw my panties at him when I was a little kid. Sorry.
When you were a little girl?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Let's do this, and then if we play this song, and then there's no joke to George Carlin. I'm just curious. I don't know what this song is about, but I really like the version of it. But then I also thought, Henry, and you're here to help me.
Mm-hmm.
I could sing this song. I figured something out. Singing is complaining with a pithy sound behind it.
That's right.
It's just listen to him. It just sounds like if anybody without the music said what he was saying, you'd be like, hey, shut up already.
Yeah,
your
yeah.
bones hurt, your feet hurt, life's done, you know. So, but to George Carlin, I really want to know if you know what this song's about, and then I think I could sing it. Listen while you're listening to it, trying to figure out what the song's about. Also, listen to the guitar riff in the back, because you'll be playing that for me when we come back.
Yeah.
Not now, but right now. Okay, listen. But I do like the song. Go check the video out, and here we go. Go ahead, play it. It's shot
Well,
really
my friends
cool.
are gone, and my hair is gray.
Friends are gone, his hair's
I
gray.
ache in the places where I used to play, and I'm crazy for love, but I'm not coming home. I'm just paying my rent every day in the Tower of Soul.
Do you know what it means up till now? Hold on one second.
He's paying his rent in the Tower of Soul.
Are you? I can't. To George Carlin.
I said to George Carlin, I love
Okay.
this song, but you do too, right?
Yeah, that was great.
But we're not done it.
I know, but it's a great song. Is that off the new album? I thought I heard it. I haven't.
Somebody sent it to me. I'm thinking this guy's like he's going to be, he still does things that are relevant.
He lives in probably a condo or something called the Tower of Soul, and he's paying his rent there.
Oh, Henry, I don't think
Henry,
you're really...
Henry, no.
What? He clearly said, "I'm paying my rent in the Tower."
Yeah, but that's not what he. That's
You
a
can't get any
metaphor
more
for
clear
something.
than
We're
that.
metaphor. We were hoping you would be able to.
Well,
we
let's
can
hear
take
a little more.
Quick call. Go ahead, caller. Oh, no.
All right.
No. Play the song.
I said to Hank Williams, how lonely does it get? Hank Williams hasn't answered me yet, but...
Okay, to George Carlin. He asked Hank Williams, what did he ask him?
How lonely does it get?
And he hasn't answered him yet. What does that mean to George Carlin? Henry, why am I really asking you? Because you don't really know. I genuinely keep asking you.
Yeah, because he probably emailed Hank Williams.
Yeah, and Hank Williams hasn't gotten back to him yet.
Yes, I don't know.
He might at some point.
I think, honestly, though, what probably happened is he called his agent.
Yeah.
His agent got in touch.
Now I
And
know
he's
we're-
probably like, "Who the fuck is this guy?" Yeah.
I know we're being silly, but in all seriousness, Rory, everyone knows that you doing the call. So if you know the answer, you can, what if someone didn't? Shut the fuck up. That was Rory. Does anyone know what he means by he called? Okay, nobody.
Well, I mean, I
what's
can
this
take a
song
step-
about? What's the gist of it?
Being a musician.
Yeah,
It's
being
a
on
song
the road,
about
the
being-
hard knocks.
Yeah, by being, I mean, like Hank Williams. He's been there before him, and but by I called Hank Williams, he probably is saying, I've wanted him to tell me what this is all about.
Okay.
He doesn't
Well,
have
can
an
you
answer
play? Do you
yet.
hear that rhythm behind there?
Right? Did anybody?
Okay, can you put some reverb in my voice here?
Probably need to hear a little more of it.
Okay, play a little more.
Can we give Jordan a microphone? She agrees with me.
all night long. 100 floors above me in the towers.
All right, so
You got it?
1:45.
Fade that
I was
out.
born like
Fade that out. Give me some echo. Can you keep doing that, Henry?
Need some reverb on the guitar.
I woke up Monday morning. I couldn't walk anymore. I looked out the window and I got scared. I thought, what happened? Everybody said the years go by quick, but it happened. It all was over.
You know who that sounds like? It's like older Leonard Cohen. Leonard Cohen.
I'm like Leonard Cohen.
Yeah, you're exactly like Leonard
I'm
Cohen.
like Leonard Cohen. I got a cat singing in the background. I love it the way it sounds. My wife passed on 5 years ago. I had not known much, but my cat stays with me. I love everything I do, but I'm scared and I'm lonely and I'm cold and it's dark.
I can sing. It's just complaining. Singing is complaining.
I've been in LA since I was 21. I moved out here to do comedy. Things have gone pretty good.
I used to live with Dave Rapp.
I can't get an hour special on Comedy Central. We sent it over there, then now it's showtime. My manager, Alex, he tries to keep me relevant, but a podcast is all I've got.
Let's all do that. Let's make this song, but let's all just complain about it.
Okay, you go.
I did a pretty good show. Louisville, Kentucky. Cute young girl came up and said, hey, here's my phone number. Why don't you call me sometime? And I said, sure. And then I called the number, and it said, this is the rejection hotline. And I was like, fuck, I never even asked her for her number. What a fucking jerk. You know, I'm not even like, I knew she was out of my league, and she gave me the thing anyway, and then that's why I fucking did it.
That would be the meanest thing.
Okay, are we gonna, let's do real ones. Everybody go around. You. Something that happened. You don't have to do it, Daniel. But okay, ready?
I gotta get it back. Hey, oh yeah.
By the way, just so you know, to clarify it.
Yeah. You have reverb?
I got a new reverb machine.
Okay.
I get this isn't really singing. When I go to see people sing, I want to hear them. They either better have lyrics that are poetic and brilliant. If you have a voice like this, your lyrics, I don't want to hear someone with shit lyrics and they sing like this. You got to be able to, when someone's singing like this, I'm like, cough and sing. But for this bit.
Okay.
I just got back from a wonderful place. I was in Atlanta having a good time. You try to appreciate what you got. Fun every night, hanging with the locals. But I gotta tell you this, it was depressing on Friday. The place only hold 85 people, but I only put 30 in it. They told me Saturday was sold out, and so was Sunday. But I thought, shouldn't I at least be able to fill an 85-seat club? They said it just got warm out, and no one was coming out. But deep down, it didn't feel too good. Daniel?
You're paying your rent in the Tower of Soul. Maybe we're getting it. Maybe that's what that is.
I'll do Daniel's.
I leased a car last year. Everyone said it was a financially good decision.
A little grittier.
I signed a lease for 12,000 miles a year. And now it's only been 9 months, and I'm at 13,000 miles. And now every time I see that odometer click, I can see the money disappearing from my account.
And I better know what you're thinking. Next year, I'll sell my script, so I probably won't be driving so much anymore from job to job. But you can only wait and see.
I got one. I used to pay $90 a month for my Time Warner cable. That's just basic internet and basic cable. I figured 90, that's not bad. And then I go to England for 2 fucking months, and I come back, and it turns out they've been auto-paying $105 on my fucking bill. And so I called them. I was like, why are you doing that? They were like, no, you were on some kind of promotion or something. I was like, are you kidding me? That one wasn't very good.
No. We gotta take a caller. We gotta take a caller. Go ahead, caller. What do you got?
What'd you say? Blowjob?
blowjob. Well, this is the time of the show. We bring the music down a little. I'm going to take this tone out of my voice and say something that I don't have to do heavy editing later. Now, that stuff I said about 30 people on a Friday night, yeah, it was true, but I still had fun in Atlanta. The crowds were great. Meeting people gave me faith in humanity, and it is all good. This world is good. Keep playing a little bit more because we are going for the close, which means we are 2 minutes away.
Can I change keys? Because that one hurts.
Oh, you fucking prick. Go ahead. Well, today was you can keep the reverb in. I like it. As we go for the close today, a little softer on the key, on the, what do you call that? Guitar. That's fancy.
Is that a technical term for it?
Thank you, Jordan, which is Rory's wife-to-be.
Main squeeze.
Thank you, Rory, for being the caller tonight. Oh, it really was a cat. Mikey, Katie, Chris Burden, you know.
Hey, Todd, can I plug? Rory's going to be doing my show on May 17th.
Rory's doing reverse. Keep the echo in the voice. We got to keep the quality in our voice to keep the show. Oh. You have to sing it, Katie. You have to sing it.
Yeah, if you want any plugs, you got to earn them.
Any plug, you have to sing it. Yep, sorry.
No, never mind.
No, okay. Oh, my God, she's going to do it. Go ahead, Katie, do it.
If you want to come see Rory, he'll be at my show at the Chinese restaurant.
Also, May 11th is special on Comedy Central.
May 11th, Rory's half-hour special.
Yeah.
Can I tell you something? Watch it, because just like Rory does everything else, it's different and it's really great. So, Rory's half-hour special. Is there a name for it? Oh, it's
May
probably,
11th.
It's called May 11th, live.
Comedy Central presents.
Okay, so everything's good. Bring the music down just a teeny bit. You know, I try to leave every show on a positive. You know, I tell people to take a deep breath sometimes, let it out. And I enjoyed everybody today. We had a good time. Henry Phillips, thank you. Is there anything you need to promote?
I ain't got shit. But thanks for bringing it up. I have a half-hour special that came out in 2005. They can watch on YouTube. That's how much they care about.
I thought that's
I even wrote them. I said, "Isn't this like a copyright infringement?" And they're like, "Yeah, whatever."
You know what I told them? I said, I just submitted an hour. If you don't want to buy it, edit it down to a half an hour, and every time you go to play my old one, just at least play my new one. I don't even want any money for it. Right? I don't know why I'm talking like this. Anyway, so
I have something to promote.
Oh,
you know the Melrose Improv?
No.
Well,
Fill me. I know we're running late, but fill me in on what the Melrose Improv is. And yes, I do.
Improv in Hollywood. Rita, the manager, is having a party this weekend. I'll be funny Saturday night at her party.
I don't mind. I like it. You know what we didn't get to tonight? There's so much we didn't get to. My friend Doogie, who is a comedian, Doogie, I'm going to say his last name wrong, so I'm not going to say it. He sang Sweet Caroline to the tune of Margaritaville. And I like it.
Did he make it fit, or did he just...
Should we play it real quick? No, we don't have time. We'll do it next week. So
I do want to promote my instructional cooking videos on YouTube. You can go to Henry's Kitchen.
What's that sound in the background now? Oh, it's Roy.
Something dripping.
So everybody, just, what can I say? Monday we have a special show where we just, you know, I just like dropping them as special shows. It's good. I don't know what we're going to talk serious. Monday. Me, Daniel. I think it just might be me and Daniel.
I think a good quote to end on is the thing that we opened on, which I thought was great. Al Sharpton thing.
Because you know what? You're right. When you
sink in somebody's pee or pee in somebody's sink.
Give me a little bit of that. Reverb? Is there reverb?
Okay.
Is there reverb? Because you know what? Either people understand equality or they don't. And when you get into this bullshit back and forth conversation, you're never going to convince anybody how simple it is. Learn from our mistakes in the past. In the past, it shows that whenever we didn't give a group of people 100% of what everybody else gets, it was wrong. It was wrong. So march forward with progression, and if it's not right for everybody, then it's not right for anybody, and that's how fucking simple it is. If you argue that, thank God youth is getting smarter and smarter, and old hateful people die. Good night.
The Todd Glass Show. Amazon.com. Next time you're here with headphones in your ear, there's a lot of show left, so stay right here.
I know you don't want that one, but that's the one you're getting. If I do a second one, you won't use it. I mean, I'll do it again, but I'll be like, hi, this is Todd Glass. Please go visit my store and visit ToddGlass.com. By the way, everything in my store, every single product is cheaply made. Because we're green.
Because we've got Todd Glass. We've got Todd Glass. We've got high on the mic with reverb glass. So anytime you're getting low, instead of letting go, sit and let the time pass. Hey, here comes another Todd Glass show. Hey,